Governor Michael Bigney is the president of the board of directors for the Rhode Island Partnership for Home Care Administrators of Home Health and House Care Nursing Placement. He says that while home care administrators are supportive of patients, clients, and employees getting vaccinated, it should remain a decision between an individual patient and their physician. Healthcare providers have been demonstrating for days. They've claimed they've reached out to your office to have a conversation. Again, the state appears to be playing chicken with home healthcare providers, who, by the way, were largely allowed to work PPE-free during the most brutal days of the vaccination. Their contention is that they're going from hero to zero and that they're being unfairly threatened with the loss of their licenses. Is the state engaged in a game of chicken that they could possibly lose, and will patients suffer?
So the answer is the same one I gave last week. Healthcare workers are keeping people healthy, and they need to be healthy to do that. The biggest loss of life and infection came from age groups that the healthcare workers are working with, and the individuals. So we're not, we certainly, I've been in conversation this week with Care New England, with Lifespan and others, and that's going to help them keep their people in the hospital safe. They're still very strongly, working on vaccinations. And then, surprisingly, the reports that have been out, at least we're finding in terms of our own healthcare workers, they're a lot more vaccinated than even what was publicized. So we, it was talked that was maybe under 50%. We're seeing that right now it's over 70%. We'll work with all the individuals that work with the state, that are under the management of the state, to get as many of those vaccinated as possible. And we're not. What would you say? We're playing chicken with?
Yeah, that's the opinion of many. That there's a stare down taking place between people who are convinced that they should be allowed to maintain their own body autonomy, and a state who is willing to take away their license, not just their jobs, but a significant contention is that the willingness of the state to remove their license to practice elsewhere where you don't have a current vaccination mandate. Is that arbitrary and capricious?
Yeah, so all I'm saying is that we're going to work to get everybody vaccinated. I think that will happen. I want to give you an example of what we did with the schools, right? I sat in front of everybody here for weeks and weeks and asked me to do a mandate across the board with schools. We ended up with virtually every district in the state of Rhode Island that put in that mask protocol. Same thing's going to happen here. People are going to get vaccinated. The people in the healthcare, they have pride in the work they do. They know that the safer they are, the safer the people that they're serving are.